This episode is sponsored by Develop with Tim. If you guys are looking to understand financial literacy, trying to get a better understanding, don't know where to start, visit www.developwithtim.com and purchase you a book today. Right now we have 5 digital books, Budgeting in 3 Steps, Introduction to Financial Literacy, Introduction to the World of Crypto, ABCs of Finance, and 5 Ways to Maximize Your Tax Refund. But also we have a physical copy, paperback books of Introduction to Financial Literacy. So make sure you guys visit www.developwithtim.com and get your copy today. Let's get into the episode.
Aim for the stars, never stop at the sky. Anything that make you better, you should give it a try. If you really want to win, you got to give it a chance. I was lost way before I started taking a stance. Money all over the world, but it's all up to you. And everything that I learned, I'ma tell it to you. You have a gift, all you need is a goal. Footsteps waiting to happen, all you need is a road.
Hey, welcome to another edition of the Win-Win Podcast, where I interview people that are winning in either business, finance, or self-development. Y'all, I know I've been bringing fire with the guests. I got a great one, a good friend of mine that I met at this conference. His name is Angel. Well, Angel, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. I'll be a little too hyped introducing everybody. So go ahead.
It's good. So for those that don't know me, I'm Angel Perez. I also go by AP the Realtor. The reason being is I'm a realtor, a trusted realtor, and I'm also by day an accountant. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the real estate side. Real estate, realtor, entrepreneur, educator. We can talk about A Peace of Mind. You know, that's my education platform. But that's just a little bit about me, man.
Okay, I know you said we're not gonna touch too much on the accounting side, but man, we're gonna have to. Because
we can touch a little bit on it.
So, all right, man. So you said you do a good bit of things. So accounting by day, and all your free time, you are a trusted realtor. Now
that's not my free time. That's my all time.
That's your okay.
Yeah.
Your all time.
That's my all time.
You are.
I'm a father, husband, and realtor first, and then I'm an accountant, entrepreneur. And I'm an educator as well. So I kind of do it all. The accounting, I said we weren't going to talk about it too much because that's just a day job. That's not me or what I do.
All right. So and the reason I want to talk about it though is because a lot of people in my audience, they are either working a normal job. Some of them, they're fulfilled there and they like it and they just like to hear me talk. But we also have those ones that aren't fulfilled at their current workplaces, and they're just basically putting their business or putting their dreams on the back burner. So I wanted to talk about that accounting side to see how are you able to look at it and put that on the back burner in a sense and focus on all of these other things that you're a part of.
So when you do something for so long, it becomes second nature. So it doesn't take much of your energy to fulfill the daily task that it takes to do the job. For those that do have a job but also want to be an entrepreneur or start a business or get real estate properties, use your job to get to those goals. And that's kind of why I'm still in accounting right now, is because I'm using that to fund my goals. It costs a lot to be a real estate agent, especially at the beginning, and you got to kind of figure out ways to pay for that. Marketing, classes, brokerage fees, realtor fees, so I used accounting, which is my job, to fund my career and fund my lifestyle, which is being a realtor. So ain't nothing, I don't knock day jobs. I don't knock any type of job that's bringing in income. All I say is use that income to fund what you really want to do.
Listen, man, every time we talk about, you give me a super big nugget to just simplify. So basically what you're saying is use your job to fund your business. So that's basically you looking at your employer as an investor.
Exactly. And being an entrepreneur, you don't get the medical benefits. You don't get the 401k. You don't get some of those things. You kind of lose it, or you kind of have to come out of pocket for it whenever you do start making enough funds to come out of pocket for it. So by keeping your job, and by me keeping my accounting job, I can still have those benefits and still fulfill my actual lifestyle. And I call it a lifestyle because when you're in real estate, it's from sun up to sundown, and
Right.
it has no boundaries. They're gonna call you whenever they have a question, and they're gonna want you to pick up and answer that phone. So it really holds no boundaries, and that's also being an entrepreneur, bro. A lot of people may want to be an entrepreneur so they can work on their own time. It don't work like that. When you're an
Nope.
entrepreneur, you work 24/7. Your business never stops running. So you go to
That's
sleep.
right.
Guess what? Your business might be going to sleep too, and you're not making no money. You're not making no progress. You know, so it's it's definitely a strategic way that I've approached it.
Okay, I like that too, man, because to me that shows a lot of strong will because you're not just you didn't just say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna just leave and then build the real estate because as people they should know, real estate is no joke for real. You
Oh no,
know
definitely not, man. It's a
that,
jungle out here.
and I know the first year they say is typically like the hardest one for the agents because you are building up that clientele base. And I just want my audience to understand that aspect of it. But anyway, to the next question, how did you end up even getting into accounting and then getting into real estate? Like, how did that happen?
Um, so man, I knew I was gonna be an accountant since I was young, man. Since I was young, coming from the background that I come from, there's not a lot of opportunities for us. I grew up in
Hmm.
poverty, so I knew that I wanted to be in a field that was always gonna have opportunities, gonna always have
Hmm.
jobs, and I loved money. I didn't have it, but when I did have it, I loved it. I loved counting it. I would have $100 and count it every day. Every day I'd be
Right.
counting the same $100.
Hmm.
Um, so I realized that I loved money and I loved counting money. So accounting is counting money. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, like that.
Um, so I played baseball since I was 8, and I had the opportunity to go to an HBCU, Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. I love my HBCU, so I'm gonna shout them out. But one of their uh, majors was accounting, so I had
Hmm.
the opportunity to play baseball, and I had the opportunity to study accounting. So from there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be an accountant. I'm gonna own my own accounting firm. So I began
Mm.
taking the steps to become a CPA.
Right.
So in the process of being a CPA, you need 4 years of experience under somebody with a CPA.
Mm. Hmm.
So that's one of the qualifications of having a CPA. You also need certain amount of hours. I already had those hours. I have a bachelor's and a master's in accounting. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So for the longest, I thought, man, accounting is what I want to do until I really started doing accounting. And
That's how it
then,
happens.
yeah, for real. So if you know me, man, I have a huge personality. So being in the office, I felt like I was selling myself short because I
Hmm.
was like, I need to be around people. I need to be talking to people. I need to be helping people. And just being in accounting, it's like you talking to a computer every day, all day,
Every day.
every day. So I started looking at different avenues that I could take. And then about 2 years ago, so I bought my first home last year, December 26th of 20, was it 2020?
Had to be.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, December 26th, 2020, I bought my first home. Well, before that, I started studying real estate. I started looking at homes. I started looking at what it takes to be a real estate agent. And I found myself loving it the more I was learning. And I
Hmm.
was like, okay, I can talk to people. Okay, I can make money. Okay, once you open this door for real estate, millions of other doors open for you.
Right.
So,
Right.
like I said, the more I started really understanding real estate, studying real estate, even watching the home channel, watching those shows, I started growing a passion for real estate. So
And it was all accidentally, right?
yeah, just trying to find a way that I can use my personality to kind of do the same kind of
Right.
work, but differently. Um, so man, I just started looking at houses. You know, I found something that I wanted, which was a house, not just any house, but a big house. And then
Mm-hmm.
started thinking, okay, who sells these houses? Who buys these houses? You know, how can I
Mm-hmm.
get in this market? And then it just clicked to me like, be a real estate agent. You know, it, you can be an investor. It's just so many parts of it that there's so much money floating around in real estate. Like, why not go get it? So, like I said, the more I started studying it, looking at it, I grew a passion for real estate. I grew a passion to be a realtor. Um, so I took the steps, took the class. I took it through, what is it called? Man, it's not coming to me right now, but when it comes to me, I'll bring it up because
For
I
sure.
recommend everybody to go that route. It's an online course. You do it at your own pace.
Was it
Um,
real estate express or something like that?
nah. It's dang, I cannot
Yeah,
remember, but it's gonna come to me.
we can circle back to it.
Yeah. Um, but I took the course, passed my real estate exam on the first try, which it doesn't happen very often. There's people that take it 10 times and still don't pass it.
I'm not gonna
Because
lie, man. I took it twice and I failed both times.
yeah, it's two parts, bro. You know, you already know it's two parts. It's the state and then the federal. Um, and passed it both first try. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Because it was already I was already digging it in my head, and I was getting to it. You know what I'm saying? I was grinding, and then once I met Damien, my broker, I'm with Burris and Presley Real Estate, Burris and Presley Realty. Once I got with him, man, so many doors open, like so much investment opportunities, and just I just kind of took it by the hand and been rocking with it since.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I appreciate everyone for tuning into the episode. If you guys are looking for different ways you can support the podcast, visit us on Patreon. It's Next Gen CEO, NXTGEN CEO. The link will be in the description for this episode. But again, anything you guys can do to support the podcast is very much appreciated. With the Patreon, there are a couple different tiers, so each one of them come with their own benefits. But again, go visit us on Patreon. Next Gen CEO, NXTGEN CEO. And again, appreciate you guys.
Sir, I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
So, and it's crazy, man, because there's two things I want to touch on from all of that you just said. The first thing is it's crazy how you're trying to figure out ways to use your personality and then you just end up finding your passion. You just end up finding your love as an adult. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people think that they have to know this stuff at 18 or even as young as like 16, you know? And that's another reason I want to start this podcast because I'm talking to real people who had the experience like going into college, going into a career, and then finding what they actually love and finding what aligns with them.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah. A lot of people think that right out of high school or right out of college, you got to know what you want to do, and you may know what you want to do until
Mm-hmm.
you realize that's not what you want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be an
Right.
accountant. I wanted to have my own firm until I realized that's not what I want. That's not what I want anymore. And I honestly feel like I didn't find my purpose until November of last year as a 27-year-old.
Mm,
Absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Absolutely. It took
So,
me 27 years to really understand what my passion was, my purpose was.
yeah, you got time though, man. Hey, listen, I remember, I don't know if they watched the live with you and I a couple weeks ago, but I was like, hey, Angel, what's your next chapter? He's like, it's not a chapter, it's a new life. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, that was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
powerful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As I move forward in life, everything that I'm going to accomplish is going to stem from this tree of real estate. You know, so it's just going to be additional branches that all branch out from real estate. And I know that for a fact, you know?
Listen, I can see it coming. I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
can.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing I want to touch on about what you said was at the very beginning, you said you came from poverty.
Yeah.
So coming from a lower income area, I mean, not even lower income, coming from poverty, man, how did you maintain focus to become that accountant that you wanted to become?
Oh, uh, keeping the focus, man, was a it was more so my fear of going back pushing me forward.
Mm.
So I
Ooh,
knew I
like
didn't want to go back, and I had a
right.
fear of going back to where I was and where I grew up. You know,
Hmm.
just the lifestyle, um, and that fear just kept pushing me to go to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get a taste of success, man, it's like it's a whole different feeling and it becomes addictive, you
Yep.
know. And then once you get that first piece of success, you need some more success. You need some more success, and you keep searching for that feeling of success, you know. And that also pushes you to hitting your goals, whether they're small, whether they're big. Just a small amount of success, or that feeling that you're successful, or that feeling that you're proud of how far you've come, it's just gonna push you to the next level. That's all it's
Okay.
gonna do, man. It's gonna motivate you, you know. And that's kind of what I use as motivation. My fear of going back, also the taste of success. You put that in a bowl, man. You got your jambalaya of success right there.
Listen, that's facts. And for y'all that are, looking to reach that next level, I mean, just think about it. Like, what's the worst case scenario? His worst case scenario is going back to a poverty lifestyle, going back to a lot of emptiness because of when you overcoming that poverty and stuff like that, you overcoming those tough obstacles, you have a lot of emptiness in you because of what you had to go through to accomplish where you are now. So
Absolutely.
don't go back.
No, don't
Now,
even look back. Don't even look
yeah,
back.
don't look.
Don't even look
Listen,
back.
we got eyes in the front of our heads for a reason.
That's it.
Stay
That's
looking
it.
forward.
And then don't look
Uh,
back for people that you think gonna come with you, because half of them not. You know.
Listen,
And when you're looking
facts.
forward, you can look forward and look to your left and look to your right, and that's who's gonna come with you. Once you look
Okay.
back, guess what? You're gonna look back to see who's back there, and you're gonna try to reach back for them. And get that's just pulling you back. And that's the truth. That's the
Mm,
harsh truth of life. You know, a lot of people don't tell you that, but when you start hitting goals and you start reaching new levels, you're not gonna be around the same people. Because at the end of the
mm,
day, if you go back to reach them, they're gonna pull you back. They're gonna pull you back.
mm.
And if you don't look back, then you don't see them. And out of sight, out of mind at times. You know, that's the harsh truth of life.
Have you ever looked back and it hindered your growth?
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's
Absolutely.
spicy. Okay. So you're telling us this from
Absolutely.
experience. I've been in the same position as well too, so I understand that. So I just
Yeah.
had to make sure.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So, all right, you overcame this poverty. You try to help people. You look back, you try to pull them back, and they deters you and they slow you down. However, you still prevail. You got to the point where you want to get to. You realize it wasn't your passion, and then now you're in the real estate side. Now that leads us to what was the biggest challenge for you in this journey, whether it was going from your hometown to Benedict College, or whether it was going from like focusing 100% on the accounting side to getting into real estate. What would
Mm-hmm.
you say is the biggest challenge?
Um. So I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you biggest challenge of life and biggest challenge of real estate.
Okay.
So, the biggest challenge in life, you hit it, bro, was coming to a state by myself to accomplish what I came to accomplish. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when I came to South Carolina, I knew nothing about Columbia, South Carolina. I knew
Hold on.
nothing
Woo woo,
about
South
Greenville.
Carolina.
Yeah, I knew nothing about Greenville, South Carolina. I knew nothing about South Carolina, like to the point where uh, coming up here from college, man, I couldn't even find a radio station that I liked. I crossed that border not even liking South Carolina already.
No.
But I came for a reason, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I came to get away from a past that I did not want to go back to. You know, I knew I wanted better, so this is the step I had to take by myself. No mommy, no daddy, no homeboys, no sisters, no brothers, uh, not even a loved one uh, to care for me. I'm out here stranded by myself, out here making it by myself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody making sure I'm going to class. nobody making sure that I'm eating, you know. And as a 18-year-old, like that can be tough.
Right,
That
right.
can be tough, and it was tough, but it took discipline, to get up and go to class, to get up and go to 6 o'clock workouts, 6 a.m., not 6 p.m., 6 a.m. workouts,
Forgot you're an athlete, yeah.
Yeah, play baseball, pitcher. So it took discipline. Now, the biggest challenge in real estate is continuing to believe in yourself when nobody else does.
Mm.
As a new real estate agent, people are not going to believe in you. They're not going to believe it until they start seeing the results, until they start seeing you sell houses, until they start seeing that you have clientele, uh, you have showings, you're showing houses. Then they're going to believe in you. Then they're going to be like, okay, he knows what he's doing, you know? So when people aren't believing you, you still have to have the faith in yourself and the belief in yourself when nobody else does.
Mm. And that's deep. You touched on a whole lot right there.
Now, uh, listen, listen. And that's a daily struggle. That's a daily struggle, is believing in what you can do and continue to believe in it. I know that I have goals set. So I have to keep having the confidence and belief in myself that I'm going to reach those goals. Even if I fall um, a little bit short on time, I'm still going to hit those goals, you know?
So, all right. I mean, again, too, though, man, it's it's not every day I meet an entrepreneur that's still in their that still are respectively in their career,
Right.
that they chose. So, I mean, what I know you found your passion for real estate and stuff like that, but
Mm-hmm.
man, you touched on it. When nobody is believing in you, I mean, what makes you continue going strong and saying I'm not gonna quit, whether I'm getting one like on the post or if I'm getting 1,000 likes on the post, whether I am, getting people on my lives or if I'm not. Because I've seen you face a lot of adversity already since we've met,
Oh,
but you
yeah.
keep going. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
makes you not get comfortable at that accounting job? Because you already got a master's degree. You
Yeah.
know what to do.
Yeah.
So what keeps you going?
Now, listen, I can stay in the county and live a comfortable life. But what's comfortable? What's comfortable? I didn't come this far and work this hard just to be comfortable.
Ooh,
Yeah, comfort don't work for me. I need to
I feel
maximize my
that.
potential, maximize my growth, maximize my bank account.
Hmm.
And that's uncomfortable. So you kind of got to learn how to be uncomfortable. So how you face adversity, um, is learn how to be uncomfortable.
Ooh.
Yeah, you might get. I get some posts. I get 3, 4, 5 likes,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll post the reel and get 5,000 views. You know what I'm saying? It's ups and
Mm.
downs. It's ups and downs. You got to figure out what works for you, and
Dang.
just knowing your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what you're here for. And yes, I'm here to buy and sell homes. Yes, I'm here to invest in real estate. But
Hmm.
my purpose is to teach others about the home buying process. And that's through a peace
Mm.
of mind. A peace of mind is the brand. A peace of mind is what I run the education side off of. Um,
So,
Go ahead.
so what advice would you give the people that's listening in right now or watching the actually not what type of advice would you give my audience basically about buying their first home?
Um,
Like
about
some
buying
free
your first
game.
home.
Yeah, some free game you'll give them right now,
Oh, I
on spot.
listen. If you follow me, you get all the free game. I don't mind giving the free game because guess what? Where we come from, nobody's giving that game out,
Right.
and it is online. But a lot of our people ain't going online looking for this. They want
Right.
somebody to tell them. So I become that person that's gonna provide that information, that free game. So I mean, I'll give you a little snippet, but if you want some more free game, just follow me, AP the Realtor on Instagram. But some free game for anybody that wants to buy this
Yeah.
year or just
Yeah.
in general.
Just in general, because again, I mean, they don't know like how we tight, right?
Yeah.
So you discussed it like countless times to me that you're tired of seeing people just not want more.
Hmm.
The home is not just a house is not just a house; it's a home. It's a foundation. That's like really the one of the first steps of generational wealth, if not the first, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're educating those people who feel like not being able to get a home is their reality, or if they're living in poverty and they feel like, oh, we're never going to have anything. What type of real estate advice would you give them? Like, probably three things or something.
Anybody can buy a home. It may just it may not be right now. You may not be ready, but there's ways to get ready. So for one, fix your credit. Fix your credit. There's Tim Johnson that'll help you fix your credit. That'll help you get right. That'll help you budget. Lexington Law. There's credit specialists that'll help you fix your credit. Even in poverty, there's ways to get out of it and fix your credit. Second thing, stop spending your money on materialistic things. It's not about the Jordans. It's not about the jewelry. It's not about all the nice clothes. Because at the end of the day, if you walking into a 1-bedroom and there's 7 of y'all, it don't matter what you're wearing. It don't matter what you're wearing. That Gucci belt ain't gonna pay the rent.
It's not.
I know where we come from. Everybody likes to ball out, likes to get fly. You know what most of the people where we come from spend their taxes on?
Don't tell me. It's designer, right?
Designer, jewelry, and cars. You know how many you go to the hood, man, and count how many Chargers you see out there. Count how many Challengers you see out there. Count how many Suburbans you might see out there. Count how many Expeditions you see out there. You know what I'm saying? These aren't cheap cars. These are $60,000 cars. But you're still living in poverty. See, that car is going to depreciate every year. You know what appreciates? Your home. Your home going to make its money. Bruh, your home is going to make its money by itself. Every time you make a payment on your home, that's equity that you're putting into your pocket. You just can't see it at the moment. You know what I'm saying? When it comes time, you can refinance your home, lowering the payment of your home, and putting cash in your pocket.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Man. Absolutely.
They don't want to tell us that.
No, they don't. They don't. I promise you. You pay it on time. You keep your credit score up. In 2 years, you can refinance your home and get anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 back to do whatever you please with it. Most people renovate their home with it or put it into another investment. But if you want to enjoy a little bit of it, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got a house now. You got a car now. You know what I'm saying? You have some equity. A car going to depreciate. Your house going to appreciate. A car is going to depreciate. Your house is going to appreciate. Value's only going up. Land is no more land. Once it's done, it's done. So as years go by, your house, your property is only going up. Only going up.
Man, I was talking to this guy, right? He's on like another podcast episode, but we were just talking about really leaving behind like a legacy. And he was saying, we was talking about like life insurances, right? But think about like a home for real. And if it's a man, woman, and they have 3 kids, and the man is the breadwinner, if they're just at like a apartment or something, and that man passes away and he doesn't have anything to leave behind, then they're gonna lose everything. They're already in an apartment, so they don't have any like no foundation of owning a home or having any equity in a home. It's just like they're just at zero. Yeah. Versus if they were to have a home and things hit the fan, they could still, sell that home and have a little bit of capital to get some time to figure things out if they didn't have the life insurance. But it's crazy because, with a car, it's depreciating, so it's never going to have. He might still owe money on the car, and then you're already upside down, just depending on. Man, this is crazy.
Exactly, bro. Check this out. Let's say a man buys a $30,000 car, right? And dies a year later. right? Or 2 years later, or something happened to him where he lost his job, right? And he can't pay for it.
Right.
He can't sell that car back for $30,000.
Nope.
Now let's change it to a house. This man bought a $300,000 house.
Yeah.
Lost his job, right? Or something happened. Now his home is in a pre-foreclosure, which means you either pay or the bank gonna take your house, right? You know you can sell your house in pre-foreclosure?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Even when the bank says we're gonna take your house, you can still sell it before they take it.
Whoa.
It's stuff that people don't know, man.
Why do you hide this from us, man?
Because they don't want us to know it.
Because at that point, if we don't know it, then we just let the house go, and then we walk away with nothing.
Mm-hmm. But you know who's gonna tell you that? A real estate agent.
Right.
A real estate agent. So before you do anything with your house, before you buy a house, before you sell a house, before you let it go foreclosure, contact the agent. An agent gonna be able to help you. You know, and a realtor is gonna be there every time to help you when you need to make a decision on your home. And going back to that same scenario, he can sell that same house that he bought for $300,000 for probably $350,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's already got equity in it as well. So
Probably
that's why buying
a
house is one of the most significant investments that you can make. You can pass it down. You can sell it for the same value or greater value. In most cases, unless you just let it go to destroy it, destroy it inside. Like I said, you can pass it down. You can reinvest it. So the same way that people are renting and paying their landlord's mortgage, because that's all you're doing. The rent that you give a landlord, he gonna pocket whatever's left after he paid for his mortgage. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Instead of paying his mortgage, get your credit right. Budget. With them same taxes, put it down on the house. There's program. There's down payment assistance programs made for people that do not have enough for a down payment. You can get, I know people that'll give you $7,500 down to put towards your home.
That's crazy, man, because all of these resources, and I guess you're right. People just they don't want to take the time to look for them.
And some of the stuff you can't look for unless you have the right contacts.
Right.
Like you can't just research that somebody would give you $7,500 down on a down payment. But guess who does it? Bank of America does it. People don't know that. There's some lenders, there's some mom and pop lenders that'll give you money as well. If you buy a new house, like if you buy a new build, majority of the time, they'll give you $5,000 to $7,000 to put as a down payment or to put towards your closing costs. So there's programs out here that we don't even know, and we're not trying to learn about. And when I say we, I'm talking people that come from where we're from.
Right.
You know? And
hey, you got a book yet? You got all this.
It's coming. It's coming. I got a link with a few authors to help me get it right.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead. I was just like, all this information,
Yeah.
I know, because I know it's a lot, and at the same time, it might be some questions I'm not even thinking of right now to even ask that I know you're gonna probably put in there. I just had to see if you had it, man. But yeah, you go ahead. My bad.
Nah, we talked about it, man. It's coming. It's coming. All right. I'll let everybody know. But man, I'm always open to give out free game, man. Free game. Because at the end of the day, man, that's my purpose, is to educate those that were not educated, And you as well, you know what I'm saying? You've helped me do that as well through the AP Mind workshop, you know what I'm saying? So we're both teaching. Yeah, we're both teaching people that come from where we come from, financial literacy, how to budget, how to save, how to start getting ready to buy a home, how to actually purchase a home, purchase programs that help you with down payments. You know what I'm saying? We're helping the people that come from where we come from, that look like us. You know what I'm saying? The ones that nobody's there to teach them these things, and we giving it out for free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's some
Man,
people that still ain't taking advantage of it. But guess
they're
what?
not.
Guess what? They're gonna get left. They're gonna get
And
left.
man,
Hey, what's going on, y'all? If you guys are looking for a speaker to come speak to your school, your organization, nonprofit, after school program, look no further. Visit developwithtim.com, developwithtim.com. Fill out the speaker's intake form, and someone from the team will be in contact with you. Now, you guys have a good day. Back to the episode.
and you know what's crazy too, man? Again, just like doing more and more podcast interviews and stuff. Yeah, I've been just like learning so much. My mind is just blown. Like at least once an episode. Um, but I was having a conversation with one of my guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about classism, and she was saying classism right now is like neck and neck taking over the racism side, and a lot of those people at the bottom, man, they just get forgotten about, thrown away, getting separated because it's Section 8. Two people can't be in the same household, only like one person and the kids or whatever. And I'm just like, man, the system overall is just kind of flawed, as far as helping the smaller people.
Absolutely. And you said it. You said what they want us to think, helping the
Mm-hmm.
smaller people. But is that really helping? They really hindering and breaking up what could be by giving you these crutches. They want you to stay on the crutch. They want you to stay on Section 8. They want you to stay on food stamps.
Right.
They want you to say, I do not want to move from this class that I'm in because the next class doesn't have all these benefits.
Mm-hmm.
There's people in Section 8 that won't take a higher paying job because now they're no longer eligible for Section 8.
Ooh. And that's crazy, man, because to us, it's like you should want more because we, we're products of the struggle, but we didn't let that define us.
Yeah.
And when I see people let it define them, I'm like, no, like you can overcome it in various ways. It's like if they do give you a crush, like if you need it, take it, but always look to elevate. Never look to just, again, let's say you gave me a car, for example. I like this analogy. You're not gonna give me a car and I just stay parked. I want to drive it. I want to go forward. I
Yeah.
want to go tour the world. And I feel like a lot of people, they'll take the assistance and then they just stay parked. They don't want to go explore nothing else. They don't want to put that money away. And I commend you, man, for like giving me the opportunity to go speak about financial literacy,
Oh
and
yeah.
also too being an educator like you are, because I'm learning game. I know my audience is, and man, I know you're gonna just continue just to put it out, put it out,
Oh
put it out.
yeah.
So I commend that,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely. And you speaking of being a product, man, it's two things you can be, man. You could be a product of your environment or you could be a product of your opportunities. And I'm gonna tell you again, man. I'm gonna tell you again. I'm
Yo,
gonna tell you again, man. You can either be a product of your environment or you can be a product of your opportunities. Being a product of your environment is letting your environment influence you. Being a product of your
mm-hmm,
opportunity is seeing opportunity and taking advantage of the opportunity. And that's what we did.
man,
Coming from where we from, we are products of our opportunities. We are no longer products of our environments. You know what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
We took the opportunities in front of us and we took advantage. You know what I'm saying? And then as that opportunity starts to run out, there'll be another opportunity. And we just keep
Hey,
taking advantage of the opportunities that we're given. You know what I'm saying?
and
So
to even piggyback off of that even more, when more opportunities present themselves, then you're able to find your true passion. Again, with
absolutely.
you go getting opportunities, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take this baseball route. I'm gonna take going to South Carolina. I'm gonna take accounting. I'm gonna get my master's. But you know what? I'm looking for more opportunities, and I found real estate. Like,
Absolutely.
your story is incredible, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely,
Oh,
bro.
I love this. I
And I
love
took the
this.
opportunity of going to the mastermind that I met you at. And at that mastermind that
Yeah.
I met you at is where I found my actual purpose.
Dang.
Come on, man. Come on.
Bro.
I'm a living testimony, man. It's only gonna get better from here. It's only going up. And like
Only
Cardi B
going
say,
up.
when it's up, it's stuck.
What's up?
When it's up, it's
There you go.
stuck. You know?
Shout out Cardi.
Shout out to
What's
Cardi.
up?
You know?
So listen, man. A lot of people they'll hear our stories and then they feel like, I mean, you already said the challenges you overcame and stuff like that, and they're gonna say, "Oh well, those guys have more opportunity." In reality, I grew up in a single parent, low income household as well, so we don't necessarily have more opportunity for one. But for two, would you mind sharing what your biggest loss was, either again in your career, being an accountant, or getting into the entrepreneurship space?
The biggest loss?
Biggest loss or biggest lesson? I forgot the last part. Biggest
Yeah,
loss
because I
or
don't
biggest
take
lesson?
losses. I don't take
Yeah.
losses. I take
That's what I'm
lessons.
talking about.
I take
That's what I'm
lessons.
talking about.
The biggest lesson that I got from all of this was consistency is key, and consistency will always win, no matter what. As long as you're consistent with it, you're gonna always succeed. It don't matter. We're going back to Instagram, bro. It don't matter if one person like it or if 3,000 people like it. As long as I stay consistent, I grow a name. I grow a visual. When people see a piece of mind, they're gonna think of me because I become consistent with it. You know.
Right.
And
And
go ahead.
you go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
You
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying, just steadily being consistent with it. Whatever you want to do, just be consistent with it. If you want to play a sport, the best people are consistent with it. Not a day goes by that I don't do something that has to do with real estate. You think there's a day that goes by that LeBron don't touch a basketball?
I can't see it.
No, no. I promise you. You think it's a day that goes by even if he don't touch a basketball, he ain't watching ESPN, he not looking at tape,
Okay.
he not looking at something. When I was
Right. Right.
playing high school basketball, I just, you know what I'm saying, just recently I realized the lesson. My basketball coach used to say, who raise your hand if you watch ESPN today. Me, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't watching ESPN. I was chilling or trying to be on the phone with a girl or something. You know, I wasn't watching ESPN. So he'll say, who watched ESPN today? Whoever raised his hand, he'll put to one side. Whoever didn't raise their hand, he put them to the other side. He'll say, how are you a basketball player or an athlete and you don't watch the sports news? How are you not studying where you're trying to be every day? So he said, those that watching it, y'all gonna be better than these guys because now you're being a student. You're engraving something into your brain every day. You might think it's TV, but that's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna show highlights. They're gonna show who's doing good, who's doing bad. They're gonna analyze players. You know what I'm saying? So every day goes by, you want to stay consistent and stay focused on what you want to do. Period. Period. If you're an athlete, if
Right.
you're an entrepreneur, not a day shouldn't, excuse me, a day shouldn't go by that you're not doing something with your business. It may be sitting down for an hour and planning out the rest of your week or your week.
Right.
You focus on your business. It may be posting something on Instagram that has to do with your business. That's still focusing and doing something with your business. So
Man.
consistency, bro. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And I did not know what consistency was until I got into real estate.
Yo. Oh my God.
Honestly, bro. As an
So
athlete, I thought I knew what consistency was. As a college student, I thought I knew what consistency was. As an accountant, I thought I knew what consistency was. I didn't really I didn't open my eyes to what consistency was until I became a real estate agent. Every day.
and
Every
it's like
day,
you
not
got
a day
punched by
goes by.
Mike Tyson in it.
Huh?
I said it's like you got punched by Mike Tyson once you got into real estate and you
Man,
wasn't consistent.
man. For real. For real, man. We
Yeah,
think
because I
we
feel the
think
same.
we think we're consistent until we see what consistency looks like.
Right. And also too, just to piggyback off of it, even though people might not like it per se, like they might see a post every day, they might not like it. I don't know why they don't like it, right? But they see you. That's the ultimate thing. They see you every day, and then they might not like it for the first month, but then you on month 2, they might start double tapping, or they're gonna be sending people your way, or
Yeah.
they might just hit you up out the blue and say, "Hey man, I see what you're doing. Keep going, bro. It's dope." In my mind, I'm like, "Bro, why you didn't like my pictures?" But at the same time, as long as I'm being seen, or as long as I'm staying consistent, I know I'm being seen, and that gives me more confidence to keep going.
I get more of
So,
those than I get likes.
or more people saying, "Hey, you doing your thing?"
Yep. And I get people, the same people that don't like my post, they'll call me and ask me a question. They'll write me and ask me a question. But guess what? You ain't gotta like the post, but you know
You don't
what I'm
have to.
about.
Exactly.
Give me a
That's dope.
give me a year, give me 2 years. That same post that I would have posted today, that get 5, 6, 7 likes, it's gonna get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 likes.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get
Listen.
500 comments at the bottom. I make videos. I make videos, right? Just giving out information. You know, y'all can check that out on my Instagram as well. Just giving out real estate information, how to purchase a home, how to do certain things
Right.
with real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, leave the comments below. No comments. But 150 people, 200 people watched it, but no comments. But once they see the success, there's gonna be comments. People want to see
Yeah,
the
bro, for sure.
success. They want to see the success before they openly support you.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, when he gonna stop posting?"
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
little bit better
Honestly,
time. But you're right though, man. You're right, and I
honestly,
appreciate that nugget.
yeah. And then when you become successful, everybody gonna want to say that they supported you. Oh, I knew Tim when he first started posting. Oh, I knew Angel when he first came out with A Piece of Mind. Yeah, you did, but you ain't like it.
You know?
You ain't like it. You ain't share it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But you don't worry about that when you focused on the purpose.
Mm. Yeah,
That's it.
man. It's like purpose over profits, really. Like you
Oh,
said,
purpose over profits.
the money's gonna come, but you gotta just make sure you're living in your true purpose. Because
Exactly.
until then, I feel like you'll just constantly just be unfulfilled, and that's why you feel that unfulfillment because you aren't living in your purpose.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
again, from the day we met, I don't know how long you've been. I don't know. It was November.
November.
I just left my job a week prior to being at that mastermind, and like you said, I almost didn't go, but I had to show up for myself. It was
Yeah.
like an opportunity I couldn't pass up. He
Right.
dropped the ticket price. I'm like, nah, I'm going for sure.
Yeah.
And bro, honestly, man, it was one of the best decisions I feel I made in my life because I've been able to meet a close knit group. Like people don't know who we talking about now, but they're gonna see James on the podcast. They're gonna see you now.
Facts.
I met Josh. I met
Mr.
Andrew.
CAO.
Yeah, the CEO. So I met all of those guys. Oh, Damien, of course, too. But I met
Yeah.
Damien in the conference in Atlanta.
Right.
But man, just to see everybody supporting everybody. Like I see James up under your post. I see you up under my post sometimes. I see Josh up under everybody's post. So it's like
Yeah.
we got that
Yeah.
community in a sense, and it's only up from here.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. And it's all about getting around the people that are like minded, that are trying to reach the same heights that you're trying to reach. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man, and you've been keeping up your consistency too, bro. And I like
Oh
it.
yeah.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's just gonna keep going, bro. It's just gonna keep flowing, gonna keep going, bro. And then, like I said, I'm fulfilling the purpose. There's gonna be more A Piece of Mind workshops. We're gonna take it to different plants. We're gonna take it to apartment complexes. We're gonna start, moving it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We had one this past February. It was great. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need 100 people there for it to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had we had about in total we had about 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's good. That's
That's a
good
start.
because those 30 people, we taught something. You know what I'm saying? It's not at least every week, if not every other day, they asking about Tim. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking the hall.
Girl.
Yeah. You gonna bring Tim back? You gonna bring Tim
There
back?
you go.
you know what I'm saying, when the next workshop? I got y'all. Let me plan it. You know what I'm saying? Let me make it shake, you know? So you don't, if you count the numbers too early, you might discourage yourself. But don't worry about who went there. Worry about who was there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Don't worry about who you didn't get to teach. Worry about the ones that you are teaching that want to learn. You know what I'm saying? That want
mm-hmm.
to improve where they're at in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what I tell everybody, man. Don't worry about who wasn't there. Worry about who was there.
Love it, man. I definitely love that side.
Yeah,
Now, Angel,
absolutely.
now, again, you dropped a lot of game, overcame a lot of adversity. So if someone in the audience wanted to reach out to you, man, what would be the best way for them to contact you?
Man, if you just want to talk, if you just want some information, man, reach out to me. AP the Realtor on IG. My DMs are always open.
Sure.
If you ready to buy a house, hit me up on my cellular. It's on
Hold,
my
hold on.
page. AP
Oh,
the
okay. I said,
Realtor.
don't tell it right now.
No, 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 no. Go on AP the
Okay.
Realtor, and I have
Yes.
my business cards up there. So you
Okay.
might need to slide. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm gonna post another business card. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
And then
Do
when you
that.
release this, you're gonna let me know. And then the next day, I'm gonna repost my business card. You know, I try to do that
Good.
like every other week. Just repost my business card.
That's great.
But under any of my posts, you'll see my number
Okay.
because I leave it there. If you're ready to buy a house, you ready to get started, just contact me. You know, if you just want information, you want some guidance, you want some motivation, just DM me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always open to talk to people, help people. I'm not a shy guy. I'm not, um, I'm not stuck up. I'm a people's person, and I'm here to educate. And I don't mind kicking game. I don't mind
Right, right.
just giving ways to stay motivated, to stay consistent. I'm for the people.
Listen, man, I love that.
For
And
sure.
thinking about that, man, I need to figure out a way to get like an affiliate link for y'all realtors because I think I'm gonna have a lot of y'all like,
Oh man, look,
give
I
me an
love, I
affiliate
love
link or
get,
something.
I love linking with other realtors too, man. So
Oh shoot.
look, they can contact me too. We can, um, they can join the AP Samar workshop too, man. Look, it's enough money. It's
Shoot.
enough opportunities for everybody. We ain't gotta
Yeah,
pull each other down. We ain't gotta fight for nothing. It's enough to go around.
for sure. Now, Angel, I got the last question for you, man.
Go ahead, bro.
What advice would you give those people in the audience right now listening on how to win? So that could be your favorite quote. That could be just something that you have inside of you a message that you like to just get out that they can either take it in and build off of it, or they can hear it and say, you know what? I'm gonna take this advice and I'm gonna execute.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna make it a story.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it a story.
We like
Um,
stories.
yeah. So yesterday, it happened yesterday too. Me and my wife, I got a 3-year-old son. We walking around the neighborhood. My son is on his bike. Now, we usually tell him put on a helmet. My little 3-year-old, he can be stubborn sometimes, as any 3-year-old can be. He don't want to do it. He don't want to have a helmet on. He a big boy. Okay, cool. You a big boy. Mommy and daddy with you. You good. So he start going down a little hill, going a little too fast. Starts trembling. Bike starts trembling.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, he flips over. The bike flips on top of him. He's hurt now. His knee scraped up. He hit his head. His shoulder scraped up. So me and my wife, we go run to him, make sure he good, pick him up, soothe him, care for him. You know what I'm saying? And then we start walking back home. And I took that opportunity to let him know you might be hurt right now, but tomorrow you're gonna be stronger.
Mm,
Tomorrow you're gonna be tougher. You know. So if you want to win, those days that life knocks you down, because you're gonna have those days.
right, right.
Every day ain't a good day. Every day the
Nope.
sun ain't out. There's gonna be days where it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna rain. It's gonna be those bad days. But when life knocks you down hard and you gotta put a band-aid on, you put that band-aid on and you keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, the next day you're going to be tougher. The next day you're going to be stronger. The more obstacles you get over, the more humps you get over, it's only going to make you, your business, and whatever you're doing stronger. So when you take those big falls or even the little falls, get back up and keep going, knowing that you're just going to be stronger and you're just going to be tougher from the situation.
Hey, man, we can't close it out any better than that. If y'all fall, get back up. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Absolutely.
Take the advice of my man's right here.
Absolutely.
And y'all, take that, please, and run with it. Go get a win today. You know, we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Man, I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Oh, no problem, man. Hey, we're going to definitely have you back for a part 2.
Man, you just called me. You already know.
All right. But, hey, y'all, again, go get that win. We're going to catch y'all later.
Looking for something new to add to your closet, looking for another brand to support, or you just see like your spouse, partner, friend, someone out here walking around with the same old stuff and you just tired of seeing it and you want to get them a new piece of clothing, go visit my friends at tulevaclothing.com, TULEVACLOTHING.com, and use the code DEVELOPWITHTIM, and all the way up until July 1st, 2022, you can save 25% off your whole purchase. All right, y'all, back to the episode.
You have a gift, all you need is a goal. Footsteps waiting to happen, all you need is a road.